Hi everyone, it's Eero here from VAHVA Fitness. So in this video we're going to take a look at back pain, and I'm going to show you one particularly good exercise for curing back pain and alleviating it. This one is something that I've used myself because I had, like years ago, I had pretty bad back pain and I had to kind of fix it by myself. This is also an exercise that has become probably one of the most important with my clients regarding if they have like discomfort, pain in their back. This has become hugely important in gaining back that control over the spine and thus fixing or alleviating this pain. But so what is a back pain? What causes it? And the fact is that there can be many reasons. You can't usually localize this one single reason, like what is causing your pain. Is it the weak glutes? Is it weak abs? Is it weak back muscles? Usually it's like more like a combination of these things. But in general, what it is, it's sort of like a body that has kind of stopped supporting itself. Your brain has kind of forgotten how to command those muscles to act in order for you to basically carry your body throughout your daily task in sports, whether you do like weightlifting or something. There are muscles that are inactive, have gone weak, and this then causes some type of stress in your body that is causing the pain. So when you look at back pain this way, you understand that there isn't just this one exercise that would fix your back pain. There isn't really even a back pain exercise. There isn't a back pain routine. What this routine is about, or what an exercise is about, is somehow improving a natural articulation in your body. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to make your body function normally. That is what a pain-free, healthy body is. It's just an ordinary body where every joint is moving like the nature intended to be. Everything is working. You can articulate, you can control all the range of motions that you have in your body and support all your movements. And this is the pain-free body. So for example, the Movement Phoenix course, there isn't like specific routines or training for curing pain, back pain or shoulder pain. No, it focuses on the structural balance. It focuses on overall mobility and body. And this is why some of the people have noticed, for example, their shoulder pain is gone or their back pain is gone, not because there's specific training for it, because it focuses on that bigger picture, which is behind usually all of these different dysfunctions and pains in the body. But so for now, we're going to take a look at this exercise, and that is called the wall deadlift. Okay, so let's first take a look at the setup in this exercise. You know, one of the reasons that this is also a very good exercise because you don't need any equipment to do this. You can do it right at your home, or it doesn't matter where you are. You just need something that you can lean on. So, like the name tells, it's the wall deadlift. So in general, we use some type of a wall that you can lean on. So I go here, and I really want to be in a quite comfortable position. I really want to place my weight against this wall, and I recommend starting, we can use different widths in the legs. I recommend starting with a wider stance so that we can kind of go between our legs. So wider stance, not too low here. So you want to be still a bit higher. So I'm here comfortable. And now what we do is we set this angle in the hips. So I want to lean about 45 degrees. You can test a bit like what's good for you, but say about 45 degrees angle from the hips. And this hip angle should never change during this exercise. Because the whole idea is that this wall helps us to stabilize our hips so that we can just focus on moving that spine. So you can imagine doing back extensions in a bench, for example. It's a bit similar way. But so now I'm here stable. My hips don't move. My legs are so. Arms, you can keep them here kind of in the center, in the side, back of the head. I like to start with this way. And we start lowering, and I start rounding from my spine. Rounding from the lower back. I go as low as I can go, like so. I come up, and I start arching from that back, and this hip position, like I said, it stays still, and I do repetitions. So important things that when you start going down, you know, you might think it's just for the spine, which is obviously you're training basically the erector muscles of your back. But you're also, when you're going down, you're practicing that support from your abdominals. So you must kind of start to activate your core, transversus abdominis, by pulling in your stomach and helping your back to kind of curl down. So this is an important part of this exercise as well, learning to support with the abdominals when you're rounding the back. Now they're active, creating support here. I can feel my abs contract even in the oblique area, right? And from there, I arch. Like so. And the thing here is that you should try to get like a full extension. If you have like trouble really arching a lot, doesn't matter. Just bring your back to about neutral, but you must have that effort. The effort is the most important thing. You need to have an effort to try to feel your muscles here. Basically the erector spinae is the major muscle that we're trying to train here. It also trains a little bit the quadratus lumborum, multifidus and such, but that's the main muscle. You want to really try to open up the chest as well. So it's not just the lower back, it's also that thoracic posture that we are practicing here at the same time. So from a sideways, it kind of looks like this. I will do it without the wall now, and this can be done without the wall, but it's an advanced version and I recommend starting against that wall. So basically, I would be here, the hip angle about that, something like 45 degrees, right? It stays still and I start rounding here, lower back, upper back, as far as it goes. Coming up. Lowering, coming up, and that's what it basically looks like. And it's kind of the idea would be that you can go sort of like segment by segment down, and the same way you can sort of come up. So it's sort of like really curling and coming back the same way. You can use small amounts of weight with this, but usually that is not really needed. The idea is that you're practicing control and connection to those muscles, not trying to lift heavy weights. And there is many people do this wrongly the first time, and there are some common mistakes, and this is also why you should start always with the without weights to learn the proper execution. So the common mistakes include, firstly, is if I'm starting, you know, many people they go down pretty much all right, they're around here, but when they start coming up, is that there is usually, it could be like first, usually it's an initiation with the hips. So if this is the back, but I start from here and I come up sort of like this way. So you're initiating with the hips or doing almost the whole motion with the hips, and then you extend your spine. So that's a common mistake. That's why you also want to start very slowly, that you kind of get that thing from here, right? And the other mistake that often happens is because the thoracic extension might be pretty weak. So if I can't extend from the upper back properly, I'm doing with the neck basically, leading with the neck. So we want to keep the neck pretty stable, kind of in line with the spine, retracted, chin is tucked. Okay, so I'm keeping the chin tucked. Right, I'm not leading from here, like this way. Basically, you could do this as a part of any routine, but I do recommend that you kind of combine this with your other core training, for example, or as a warm-up. It's a good warm-up drill as well if you think about doing squats or deadlifts or something like this, or movement training. And the idea is you really do it, you don't need to count repetitions, but usually higher reps, even up to 20 reps. But the idea is that you do as long as you need to in order to start to feel that good burn. Really, it should be really intense burning sensation on those muscles going along your spine. So that was the wall deadlift, and like I said, it has been such a useful exercise, but it is a bit tricky to do because the requirement for the spine mobility is such high, and so you don't want to try to like rush it, and you only need to use the range that you currently have. Don't try to overextend or over round. Just use the range that you have and you'll be very much safe. I hope you will find this exercise useful, and you will try it. And if you do, please let me know. You can comment down below, like, how does it feel? Does it feel good? Has it helped you? And that's it. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.